What it is, your boy Joe Green. I'm at Progress Report right now. If you're not tuned in to my partner, them, you tripping, you dig?
The Progress Report.
All right, what's going on? It's your girl Lala Shepherd. This is the Progress Report.
Boss Britt, the most lit.
What's up? It's your girl DJ Excel.
Hey man, we got our first guest. What's going on, sir? Introduce yourself.
Hey man, it's your boy Joe Green, man, the most slept on rapper in Atlanta, man.
Hey, Joe Green. You know I've been wanting this interview for a minute.
Yeah, we both have been linked up, man.
We
My
supposed
bad.
to been linked up. It's all good. Joe Green, man, he been grinding for a long time, and we just always just so happen to see each other. Every, major important function, I just always see you. Anywhere
Facts.
that you supposed to be at, you always at.
Facts.
And, your name is really highly respected in the streets, you know what I mean, and
Facts.
music as well. So go ahead and let the world know where you from.
I'm from Scottdale, Georgia, man. East side of Atlanta, man.
Where Scottsdale, Georgia. That's far.
That's one.
That ain't really that far, shot, you know what I mean? It's around the corner, you dig?
It's around the corner.
You know what I'm saying?
Around
East
the
side.
corner in Atlanta mean like 30, 40 minutes. Y'all know
Facts.
that?
Facts.
That
Facts.
shit. It's a different round the corner.
Yeah, for real. Though.
Word. So tell the people, man, what was Scottsdale like coming up over there?
First of all, I don't want to be rude, but it ain't got no S in the middle, right? So my fault. See, like my fault. See, ain't nobody gonna trip on you about that shit. You know what I'm saying? My fault gonna be like, man, you sat down, let shout just keep saying Scottsdale, shout.
Word. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Scottsdale.
yeah,
Scottsdale.
Scottsdale. There we
Did,
go.
but
Nah,
growing up
man.
in Scottsdale was tough. You know what I mean? It was tough. You know what I mean? As a kid, you kind of just adapt to the culture that is around you. You know what I'm saying? And everybody around me sold drugs, so it was a situation where I felt like that's what I was supposed to do.
Yeah, I mean, that's real. You definitely a product of your environment, and then
Facts.
at the end of the day, it's like everything that you around. You definitely go. That's what you think is right. So just talk about that though. Like, how was your household? Like, did you have a mom, dad, or?
Yeah, I had. I actually
might
growed up.
ask that question.
I actually growed up with mostly my mom and my grandma.
Okay.
You know what I mean? My dad, he was in Scottsdale, you know what I mean? But, unfortunately, he was on drugs and shit. So, I seen him a lot, but, it wasn't really no parenting. He actually gave me my first dope to sell, you know what I mean?
Damn.
So,
Right.
yeah, so, I'm a little different from that, you know what I mean? But, I think I never blame my mom and my daddy for nothing because I feel like education has went so far between the time that they was raising me and this time, you know what I mean? Like, it's what they knew.
Yeah.
You know what I
It
mean?
was a product of their environment.
Facts.
And
Yeah.
Wow, man. That's crazy. How old were you when your dad, gave you your first?
I was 13.
yeah.
Yeah, I was 13 when I first started trapping.
13. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah.
It's tough. Yeah.
What is Scottsdale like now? Like, you know what I mean, versus, when you was coming up, like what's some of the differences that you noticed in the community?
Man, I think the youngest a little more wilder than what we was.
Oh, damn.
I think that's everywhere.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, the youngest, man, like they ready, you know what I mean? And I'm trying to be a voice to kind of calm them down in the neighborhood, because a lot of them look up to me. Mm-hmm. So I'm trying to, show them a way, like, bro, y'all ain't got to do that. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, they ain't even doing what we doing. They is wilding. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, I don't know, this generation is just saying like nobody don't want to work. And that's including in the streets. And nobody don't want to work to get to where they going. It's like, we gonna take it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the mentality of the young in these days. So I'm trying to teach these guys, even if you got to be in the streets, bro, you can earn your own.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So, talking about, going back and trying to help raise the youngins in your city, how you feel about, like, the Nipsey thing? A lot of people are going back and forth about how, like, when you get to a certain point, you can't go back to the hood. People are just jealous or something like that. So how do you feel about that, like, going back to your own hood?
You know what's crazy? Yesterday, somebody sent my brother a Facebook message. And it basically said, I don't know why y'all still listening to Joe Green. Y'all know that nigga ain't did none of this shit he talked about and yada, yada, yada. Which the person, and I found out who did it, but the person who did it know I did it. Mm-hmm. So it's just like,
the hate.
It's hate. It's like, oh, bro, doing too much. Like, and he used to rap too, so you know how it be. And it's like,
motherfucker.
Yeah, damn. You know what I'm saying? And you know how it be. It's like, damn, I supposed to be right there with this nigga. You know what I'm saying? And it's just it's a bad mentality out here, bro. Like it's sick, man.
And that's what Nipsey was talking about before. He was saying that, like, you know, when you people in your own city that grew up with you, they are really jealous because, like, how you get that hand if they was doing the same thing you was doing. You know what I mean? So that jealousy is real.
But at the end of the day, they really weren't doing what you were doing.
For sure.
It looked like they felt like, you know what I'm saying? But they weren't doing what you were doing, or else they would be in a better position themselves. And I always feel like, you know what I'm saying, people that take time out to hate could never be successful.
No, that's a fact. Too much energy on one.
You put too much energy into another man, you know what I mean, to put energy in what you trying to do.
That's a fact.
Right. Now talk about your grind though. Like I said, you know, I've been seeing you do your thing for some years, you know, so when did you get started just trying to transition to the music thing and talk about just coming up with that?
Like I always loved the rap. Like I always, my mom was like a big NWA fan. And, you know what I'm saying? So I just always loved the rap anyway. So when I was probably like 15, 16, my cousin them came to me and they said they want to start a group. And I used to just be freestyling. So they're like, yeah, we're going to take you to the studio. So like around that time I went to the studio, and I say about 18, 19, I started wanting it. Like, I really want to do this. You know what I mean? Like, and once I got that in my head, I've been going there since.
Now, your music ride, you know what I mean? And you went into part. I mean, I listen to all independent artists at least one time because I listen to everybody's music at least once. I really do my due diligence. Like, I want everybody to look at my interviews at least one time, check me out. But your shit, like, I go back and put it on different playlists that I got. You know what I mean? Like, the 8 shit too, my shit. And I like the most recent one you got, the Slept On.
Yeah, I seen you being the Slept On earlier, man. You know what I mean? That's love. I love that. That's real love.
Talk about just what was your, I'm not going to say your favorite project so far, but what was your greatest memory of one of your projects that you created so far? I'm
going to have to say Hard of a Beat. Only because I had did the 8 Ball remake on there. And 8 Ball reached out and came and jumped in the video with me. And like that was just amazing for me because I've been looking up the 8 Ball since I was little. So, you know, for him to for free, just hey, bro, I'm loving that. That's like crazy. I love the remake. Like when you shooting the video, I'm coming down. Like
that's crazy.
That was crazy.
That's dope.
That was very crazy.
Cause some artists get mad when you redo their shit, and
yeah.
They be like, "What?
True.
If anything, I'm bringing something that was a classic back to life."
Yeah, he never gave me that vibe. He said he actually told me like a couple dudes had tried it. He was like, "But I love yours," and it felt original. So I was like, I appreciate that.
That's right.
Now on the Slept On, the most recent project that you got a song on there with Bloody J and Big Bang Black. I like that joint a lot. Now talk about just your collaborations. Like you got a lot of collaborations with people, but just talk about just show your relationship with different artists in the city.
First of all my relationship genuine. Like I don't pay nobody to do nothing. You know what I mean? It's like a lot of those cats, like you say, I've been around for a long time, so a lot of them cats I grinded with, you know what I mean, like in the music, you know what I mean, and then, you know, either they went on or like, you know, Bloody went to jail for a minute, Black he just bossed up, you know what I mean.
Just a solid dude.
Yeah, he just bossed up, you know what I mean, but the Reds, like, man, funny story about the Reds, I actually met the Reds 3 weeks before Hardaway blew up. And the funny thing was, I was in the club, and Home jumped down at the booth like, bro, but we got to do a song. And I didn't know who bro was. I was like, I asked my homeboy, they like, bro, you don't know who that is? I'm like, nah, bro, who that? They like, bro, the nigga sang the Hardaway song. I hadn't even heard the song yet. And probably like 2 days later, I heard the song. I'm like, oh my God, Home hard. Like, I got to get in with Home. And then like, after that, it's just been genuine. Like, it's still the same way, bro. Hit me all the time. Like, so, you know, everything genuine with me. I don't really I don't really reach out like that unless I feel like we got a connection. You know what I mean? That's just how I be feeling.
Respect. What about when it comes time to like selecting beats? Like, cause I love your production on all your shit. So like, what's your process like for selecting beats? Like, how's that go?
People tell me I am one of the hardest person to get beats to. Zaytoven done told me this before. Like,
oh wow.
He's like, nah, fam, I don't like that one. I don't like the
yeah,
skit.
that's it. Like, you know, I've been knowing Zay.
Like,
I've been knowing Zay for a long time. I actually did a song with Gucci like right before he took off, and it was down in Zay mama basement. I've been messing with Zay since then, and like he always say that like, bro. Man, just pick a beat, bro. Like I be like, nah, bro, I need that beat. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You hear it though. You got
yeah,
a great
I
ear.
don't. Another thing is I don't write nothing, so it's like beats guide me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and if I don't got that, vibe on the beat, it just like I ain't gonna catch it.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So beats is very important to me. Like very. Most producers I use like. I got Jay Reed. Jay Reed do a lot of my production, but what Jay Reed do is he just cook up. He like, man, I'm not finna waste my time playing all these beats, bro. Like, just you got a hook, you got something you thinking about, or you know, it helped me. It seemed like it helped me more when you cook up. Like by the time you put the drums on, I'm kind of coming up with something. And then once I come up with what I come up with, then he can kind of put, you know what I'm saying, the instruments behind that or whatever. So we work well together.
Okay. Respect. Now, what you saying that you don't write none of your stuff? Like, have you ever been in a show and forgot your lyrics?
Man, yeah, man. That's
fucked up.
I'm just curious, like, how the hell
that's
you remember your
embarrassing,
lyrics?
bro. Like, it's crazy though because it like you know, it happens like when the project be newer, and it might be one of them songs you just had recorded before you put the project out, and everybody wants you to perform that song. You're like, oh man, I'm like,
how you play it out? Like you start bobbing like,
Put the mic out.
I get more stage prison when I don't remember something.
Okay,
You be dancing.
Yeah, I'm moving around like a person probably couldn't even tell you I forgot something.
True.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna start moving around like I ain't forgot. Like I'm just vibing. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's how I be.
Nah, that's what's up. You definitely do be working the stage. You know what I mean? Like, and that's a good thing. Like, something else I wanted to talk to you about as well is just health. You know what I mean? I saw you made a video just about just, you know, getting your body right and all that good stuff because you got a son and all that good shit. So how's that going for you? It's going
great. I'm out. Same thing about, you know, selling drugs. It was just the same thing. Like I was never told like, bro, that ain't the move. You know what I'm saying? Until I started getting older and being educated on what's going on, and then I'm like, dang, I need to get right. You know what I'm saying? Cause you know I got a son and he don't need me, so you know I just got on that kick and I just been on it ever since.
That's real. Yeah. You know, what's some things that you looking forward to doing with your son? Like, how old is he, by the way, if you don't mind us asking?
He 14. He 14 now.
Okay.
Man,
Preteen,
he amazing,
teenager.
man. Like, he's been an all-star in football since he was 8.
Oh wow.
He actually attending St. Pius private school right now.
Nice.
And he probably starting varsity this year in 10th grade. So
impressive.
I got to be there.
You got to be there.
I got to be there. You know what I mean? I taught him a lot of stuff because I played line. You know what I'm saying? When I was younger, I played line. That was one of my other favorite things to do. You know, it just didn't mix with the streets well. You know what I mean? But I used to love to play football, and he got an early start, so he ain't big like that. You know what I mean? So now he play fullback. He still play D line, but he play fullback too. So he been doing his thing. Like he been really doing his thing.
That's dope, man. I know that make you feel proud. You know what I mean? As a dad, like just seeing your kid just progress like that.
Oh yeah, it's dope. It's dope just to see it. Like I ain't, I don't know. I just ain't see it, but like. I tell his mom all the time, like, man, the most motivation about it is being there. Like, man, I don't know what I would have did with football if somebody had came to my games. Like, I used to just be envious of that. Like, coming up, like everybody, mama and stuff, used to be at the game.
That's real.
I used to be there by myself, like man. You know what I mean? I had a great game, and I had 8 sacks one game. Nobody there to see it.
Bro, I know I was trying to show off every time my
you know
folks came.
So, that kind of stuff push you toward the street, too. A lot of people don't know that, you know what I'm saying? Because my partners will support me in the street.
That's real.
If I was doing what they were doing, we was good, you know what I mean? Right. But when I was at the game, them niggas didn't even come to the game, you know what I mean? They waiting on me to get back to the block, you know what I mean? So it's just like, that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, well, I might as well be on the block. You know what I mean?
Damn, that's some real shit, man. I mean, and it's crazy. Like, whenever I used to play basketball and run track. I was great at track. Shut up. Basketball, like, whenever my family or somebody come, I had the shittiest game.
Because you be trying too hard.
Yeah, like,
you be trying too hard.
layups and shit. I'm like, damn.
Airball. I can see her throwing like, shooting like
right.
Yeah,
all right.
Man.
But nah, that's real though, man, and that definitely say a lot. You know what I mean? I'm definitely proud of you though. My bad, I got these braces on, but
I appreciate
you know what
that.
I mean? I really am proud of you. You know what I mean? Because it take a lot just to, step outside of yourself and be like, man, I got to do better no matter what the circumstances was.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
And that's great that you raising your son in a different light, different from how you was raised. And shit. So I admire that.
It's just education. It's
That's a fact.
It just I was looking up to meet a man though. You know what I'm saying? When I was like 15, 16, I met a dude. It was actually my first manager, but he was a man though. You know what I mean? Yeah. And he taught me, and his son played football, was crazy. His son played football. He actually he at North Carolina right now.
Oh, nice.
You know what I mean? So, I kind of followed the lead of that, you know what I mean? Once I seen, you know what I mean? And, he was a street dude, but he was just his son one. And I seen that, and I was like, oh, okay. That's what I'm supposed to do. You know what I mean?
True. So what you hoping to do with the music thing? Like, what's some of your next steps that you taking just to keep progressing?
I just what happened was I was in a bad deal for a couple years.
Okay.
So now that's why I'm just like back on the scene, because it's like I'm free. You know what I mean? I'm ready to do me. You know what I mean? So right now it's just a grind, which I ain't scared of. I'm always ready to grind. So it's just a grind, and hopefully things will keep progressing. You know what I mean?
Keyword.
Yeah.
Okay.
Big keyword.
Word. Well, speaking of keyword, our final question that we want to ask you, we talk about getting better and growth and all that good stuff, similar to what we've been discussing all night. So talk about what the word progress means to you. Progress
means if I walk to the store, right? If every time I walk to the store, today I find $1, tomorrow I find $2.
Okay.
The next day I find $3. I'm progressing. It don't matter. I ain't gotta find $100 that one day. Right. You know what I'm saying? If I continue to just find money on the way to the store, I feel like I'm progressing.
That's a fact.
Baby
That's a
steps.
cool analogy.
That's right. That's right, man. Shoot, what's next for you, man?
I got a video dropping tomorrow, actually, with me and Lil Donald.
Oh, nice. I like that song too on a new project.
Yeah, Flavor's dropping tomorrow. Probably gonna shoot this one. What you just talking about? I'm probably gonna shoot.
You gotta
that this
shoot
weekend.
that video.
I probably shoot that this weekend. I'm just waiting on Black to get back. And that's it, man. Like, and I'm working on the next project. It's probably gonna be They Still Sleep or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Why you so slept on, man?
I don't think it was just by choice, because I get a lot of love. You know what I'm saying? I think it was just, the situations that I've been in, and, being locked out and I couldn't do certain things, and, you know what I'm saying? So now it's just, I just feel slept on now, man. Like, I just feel like I'm supposed to be farther than what I am, but I ain't complaining, though.
True.
You know what I mean?
Man, well, much respect to you, and just keep going hard. And thank you again for coming through the show.
Hey, man, I appreciate y'all having me.
Hell yeah. Well, let them know your social media.
I'm Joe Green _RSN on every site you can imagine.
Word. All right. Well,